You know, we determined that the reason I was doing it is because, you know, women and men both want me. And that's the problem. I mean, I want to send the pictures to all of the hot chicks everywhere so that they can get off on me. But it's apparent now that most of the, you know, all of the women want me. But there's also a scattered few of the, you know, male programmers around the country that want my tight ass. There is a problem we have developed.
How?
That'll send them back a couple weeks. You hear what he just said?
What did he say?
I don't know, something about being gay.
My ass is so tight.
Anyway, one of the biggest reasons why I called was...
you know, I just have a couple flamers in here that want to do me. There's nothing I can do about it.
I'll leave it for them.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I mean, there's some hotties in here that, I mean, just the women in here are just gorgeous. And, you know, set up and everything. And they all want to do me. But, it's just that it seems to me now, in L.A. at least, you know, they're more progressive than men. They come after me. They're like, come here, I want to hug you. Yeah. Bro, why don't you check in there? Brian Jordan won the game for the Cardinals.
6 WFAN.
That was like getting an enema just hearing that. It really was for me. It was like getting sick to my stomach. I remember going down to the game. We didn't even leave for the game, and I was plowed.
Oh, man, but, I mean, you can just go outside. I mean, I know you live in L.A.
Dude, I tailgated in the Steel parking lot, and I'm talking about Three Rivers. I'm talking about they were, dude, that was the biggest tailgate bash I've ever seen in my life, and they were pouring whiskey down my throat from like 5 feet.
And it didn't matter how cold it was, Mom.
No, it was like a really warm day for people in Pittsburgh at like 41, but I was freezing my package off.
Ferrall. What's the last name? Ferrall. Just Ferrall?
Oh my God. And digging you and wanting to do you because you're in it.
Hey, she's in it too, man.
I believe in it. I mean, there's no reason I'm going to believe for a minute that somebody that's a musician, somebody that's in the band, somebody that's... Those dudes are getting it all the time, man. Like that drummer in the NCAA basketball games, he gets it a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
You know, the drummer guy in the pep band, I'm not even kidding, gets it a lot.
He does.
I tried to play the cornet when I was a kid, but the band teacher upset me, and I shoved the cornet down his throat and beat him up and got kicked out of school for a year.
All right.
You gotta love that. 800 bench 29. We got a solid 20 spot left on the Mahogany. Yo, Ma.
A lot of Tyson is, you know, who's going to eat the most flesh?
Getting ready on Westwood 1 to carry so many frickin' college football games, you're going to choke. By the time he's done, he's going to be running a Mormon mission in Africa. I'm not even kidding. I think it's beautiful that today I'm supposed to be in court at 7:30 in the morning, and I was sleeping with a little drool coming out of my lip. Now, what do you want to ask about Tyson? Yeah, really, what I was going to say is that Eric Bischoff, that runs WCW, he called Ferrall. He wants me to wrestle Jay Leno now that Leno is taking on Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I guess I'm next, but...
I think you need to wear a mask. Get one of those fancy masks.
I think, remember that face I had on when I did Pat O'Brien's 3 years ago? That one might work. My God.
Sports fans love him. Kids dig him. Chicks want him. Housewives loathe him. And cops let him go. He's Ferrall on the bench.
A young lady who allegedly embezzled a ton of money. I mean, Ferrall type of... Okay?
I've been drinking for a long time. My wife, my kids, they're afraid of me.
Was it difficult to have sex with a 92-year-old man?
No, it wasn't hard at all.
This
Off center, not exactly normal.
is Ferrall on the bench.
In the PGA Championship, this show rips ass. We rule. Everybody else sucks.
They said your dad was gay. They said your
Mama's a whore. They said your mom's a bore. Anyway, 800 bench 29. Black crows for you, baby. The Eagles came back and beat them. My God, they suck. Anyway, Al, I blame you. 800 bench 29 coming back with the Godfather and your calls. You got the number, right? What's up? Who needs a beer? Al came in and said it was 17-0 Steelers when they got so drunk that they couldn't watch the game anymore. I guess all hell broke loose. Let's go to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and talk to Dan. He's on the bench.
Hey, bro, what's going on?
Get him $4,000 and 16 Raider cheerleaders for the weekend.
You're awesome, man.
Dude, you've been on hold so long. Can we get you some roast beef sandwiches, too?
I love it, man.
Send him some roast beef sandwiches.
All right. Now,
Okay.
contrary to anything you might say, you are the man.
How can I be the man today?
All right. Well, no, listen. I a month ago, I knew nothing about sports. I didn't care anything either. And then I found your show by accident. You make it so interesting. You give people hookers and brews, sandwiches, cheerleaders, everything. It's awesome, dude. And
That's cool.
so now I listen to your show like every single night. And now I've gotten to the point where I can hold my own with a crowd of sports fans.
That's beautiful. And
Because of you.
you'll probably next go through the Ferrall phase of when you go out to hold your own with other sports fans. I predict and know with vast experience and knowledge that you'll soon start getting laid like 3-4 times a day.
Great. Now,
Yeah, I'm thinking, Dan, you need to be split like 4 times a day by 4 different chicks.
That's great.
And it's going to be a lot of Ferrall-a-vidians and a lot of pressure, but I think you'll be able to hold your own, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, set him up with a 4-pack on Monday to start that up and see how he handles the medication.
All right, I'll call in. But
Hey, now, tell me this. So you cop it now on the radio out there. Do you think that everyone else sucks?
I do.
Thank you.
I mean, everybody. Now, I cannot properly express my thanks, but what I've done is now I know a lot of people in different countries, and what I've done is I've started kind of like a Ferrall Secret Service. We're called the Ferrall Mahogany Death Commandos.
That's beautiful.
Here's what we do. There's 17 people in all in 10 cities spanning 3 continents. And I'll start from the west. We got 1 in Alameda, 1 in Spokane, we got 2 in Phoenix, 1 in Columbus, Ohio, 2 in Naples, Florida. We got 5 here in Bethlehem. We got 1 in Barcelona in Spain, 2 in London, 1 in Marseille, and 1 in St. Petersburg.
God bless all of them,
And
especially.
here's what we do. What we do is we kill people. We get liquored up, and we kill people who talk badly about your show. And we send people hookers in your name.
You know what's great is that I appreciate the killing of the people that don't appreciate me. You know, there's a lot of people, millions
Who's the guy that screens your calls?
that is tonight, Disco Dave Snyder.
That's cool, but what he told me a couple days ago was that some people give you death threats.
Yeah, a lot of death threats, and I have millions of people that listen to the show that hate my guts and want me dead, but still love my football picks.
And here's what we do. We try and we hunt them out, and we kill them.
Yeah, and everybody should know that, what do we got? We got a fan club thing. It's like the Ferrall newsletter at Unomas, UNOMAAS 976 at AOL.com is this guy that does a newsletter. And then if you want to listen to the show on the web in any country, you hit broadcast.com and then go to, there's a number of stations on the sports list that carry me. The one that we prefer, and I don't prefer over others and let one down and do up another, but the one that we listen to it on is the Ticket 1050 in San Francisco.
Great. Now you mentioned once that the YSP kicked you off, and what we're doing to harass them is we send them tapes of your show. We send them tapes of your show in efforts that they will either snap or put you back on.
The people at YSP in Philly are idiots, and I was #1 in Philadelphia with the biggest rating of any radio station in town at night. I own Philly, and they screwed me because they're feegs.
That's awesome.
I cannot stand. I was with my boss in New York, and I was in a meeting for 12 minutes, and I spent 6 of the minutes doing the people that run that station rectally, telling the owner, the baddest dude in the world, that I'm just like, dude, I want all of them dead, or I'm not doing anything for you. And so I hate the people there. I hate them. I hope they all get ants in the ass.
We'll send them mail bombs.
Red ants in the ass.
Death termites.
Have you ever been bit by red ants?
Not yet, no.
Oh, it'll leave like boulders on your leg or whatever. If they come in your shoe or something, they'll eat your ankle.
All right.
All right, be cool. I don't want to. He just got busted again. This time he did the 90 days based on. They went to his apartment and there was like some dude OD'd on the floor, and then they found like 10 plants in the backyard, just big, fat, burly, like crypto. Fun to do me. It's incredible.
Hey, the thing is, I think they may be too young. If you mess with them, you may have to go to jail for that.
Plus, my wife will kick my ass. Argued with her, then he hockered in her face. And then some guy picked a fight with him, and the pool grabbed a golf club and started swinging a 7-iron at the guy's head. They arrested him. He got out on, I think, 25 grand bail because he was a freaking violent loser.
No, but you play sports, so if you play sports, you can do whatever you want. Man.
Yeah, I like to recruit violent players.
Yeah, I mean, I condone violence.
Yeah, but I don't want them around my ladies. Decided one way to leverage out that position would be to have a .357 Magnum on me at all times.
I agree with you, man. You got Metallica kicking with sports. What other combination is there?
Yeah, it's cool because, I work with Lars and James and Kirk and Jason. I've done a lot of work with the band. I've done features with them, specials with them, Christmas specials with them, tour concerts with them. In fact, I'm going to see them in about 14 days in Irvine, and I'm planning on getting slaughtered.
You should. Best concert ever.
Yeah, and they let me sit behind the speakers so I don't have to lose my frickin' life. Oh, sweet.
Out for a game, Coach Caper said, I don't know who broke it. I was just caught the ending of it when they held the Bills at the goal line. The Bills fumbled. They thought the whistle had blown, and the Panthers recovered the fumble.
He's a drunk. John in Wisconsin, what's happening, dude?
Oh, I'm sorry. John had to leave, so I'm here running the board of the WTLX. This is Julie.
That's even better, man. Where are you, La Crosse?
What?
Where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah. You're like, what city?
Beaver Dam.
Oh, kick ass. Hey, now what's your name?
Julie.
Oh, yeah, Julie. All right, now, where did John go to, take a dump?
No, John had to leave.
Why?
Because he was done working.
He was just under a tremendous amount of pressure. Now, do you have your, boyfriend and all your friends in there with a keg tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I used to do that when I was in college. I'd lock the door and I'd have keg parties, and everyone would come and eat mushrooms.
That's nice.
Well, we were troublemakers. That was a long time ago. I'm an old man now.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm 33. I'm as pretty as a girl. I'm hot. I'm sexy. Everyone digs me.
You sound like it.
Yeah, I'm painful.
I bet you are.
I'm irritating. Now, where is this place, Beaver Dam?
It's about an hour and a half south of Green Bay.
Oh, all right. And, am I guessing, now you say you run the board.
Yeah.
Now, how long have I been on there?
Oh, a little while.
That's awesome. So I got the Packer fans again. The last time I made fun of the Packers and Brett Favre eating those vomit Vicodins, they threw me off the air.
Oh.
Not that I cared. But the bottom line is this, is that I'll win everybody in Wisconsin so much goddamn money against the number in the pros and in college. And I love the Badger fans because they chug beer.
That's why I love them, too.
Well, I like Wisconsin more for bratwurst and Sheboygan, frankly.
Oh.
Yeah, I go to Sheboygan.
Bratwurst days.
Yeah, I love bratwurst and kielbasa and, anything that's just like, mustardy. Go have a beer on me, Julie.
Oh, okay.
You're the one. Turn the corner with us, 800 bench 29. I know you want to dance. Please. Oh. Remember that night at the McGathy Convention, Max? We had a great time. I drank, how many martinis would you say I drank that night, Max?
Actually, you and David Wells each had about 79.
Sweet Ginger Brown. So what's up?
You are the man.
You gotta love that. That was Elvani, Elvis, Stoico, Stefan. 800 bench tonight. On to our grim section of the evening. Sponsored by Rocky Georgiani's Pizza. Bringing you a keg of beer with your pizza every time to the door. And if you're willing, he'll do you. Listen to this. Almost half of the nation's students are sexually active. 7% before the age of 13. Research is out from the National Conference on HIV and AIDS Education and School Health Programs. Notes that risky behaviors often have mortal consequences. Nationwide, 73% of all deaths in this age group result from 4 causes. Almost 1/3 are due to motor vehicle crashes, 1/5 to homicides, more than 1/10 to suicide, and another 10 to other injuries. Of the 48% of students who say they've had sex, 16% said they had 4 or more sex partners. Slightly more than half, 56%, say either they or their partner had used a condom during their last encounter. Listen to this.
And you ain't the granddaddy of all liars.
Other findings. 80% of students reported having tried alcohol. 33% have had 5 or more drinks in the last month. Nearly 50% said they smoked dope in the last month. 10% said they did coke, crack, or another drug in the last month. 20% said they never wore seatbelts. 1/3 had ridden in the past month with someone who was drunk driving. More than 18% had carried a gun, knife, or beating stick to school in the last month. And nearly 10% had admitted attempting suicide in the past year. 2% required medical treatment. In other words, drink beer, Ferrall rules. Oh my God. When I read that today in the USA Today, I didn't know whether to puke or to just bring it to you, so I brought it to you, the people.
Double D or better, brother.
It's going to be out of control. I'm expecting to get at least 20 Hummers. Awesome show tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the gig. I'm Ferrall, and Brett Abbott ran it with Max Krasny and Dave Snyder. Rocky Georgiani in here with us, kicking it, killing it, chilling it, cooling it, banging it, shake it up. I'm going to a bash right now. It's a swag thumb bash with martinis and 3 olives. By the way, the Raiders have a new condom sponsor, Lifestyle, so they will sponsor the Raiders games on the Ticket 1050 all year. No comment from the Raiders, but I'm sure Al loves the money. Tyrone in D.C., you're on the bench.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, dude.
Hey, you hear the news about Chris Webber?
No.
I was there, though.
Yeah, me too. I did all of those and the above.
Yeah, I swear to God I would never smoke weed, but, you know, something sort of happened.
They start smoking reefer now at age 2.
Yeah, that's what, at least what Chief says, huh?
I saw a kid in a baby carriage the other day. I saw the mom. I'm like, oh, look at the little baby. I looked in, and it's got a 10-pound hog strapped to its lip. It's like, back off. It's my crypto, you feeg. Great weekend, everybody. Strap in, and remember, Ferrall on the bench loves sucking down cold brews with you. For the crew. Hey.
From Westwood One Entertainment, this has been Ferrall on the bench.
Enjoy yourself. And remember, the belts have never been changed. Congrats, Monica, from us at FOB.
Oh, that Monica Lewinsky. That Monica Lewinsky. Everyone stopped at the stadium.
The one thing I'm disappointed, Jerry, the one thing I'm disappointed in is his taste. That chick's foul.
I know. If you're going to do it, find some talent in the White House.
You know, Ferrall's got just the hottest wife going. And, you know, so what if she kicks my ass? She's hot. But I succumb to the pressures of being married.
Did she intern for you before you married her?
You better believe it, Jerry. And it was a long internship, much like Anderson's, 2 years before I started paying him. And we just fired him.
Oh, don't do that.
He's in here under suspension and severe trauma and head wounds because we punch him nonstop and abuse him verbally.
I'm one of Anderson's biggest East Coast fans.
Anderson just got another paycheck withheld with the finger that he gave me. That's another month without pay. It's getting rough. He's going to be doing some Monica out in Hollywood. I can see that. You know, he could be like a tattoo you dude on the streets. I saw that movie with Dermot Mulroney or whatever his name is. That movie with the Runaways. What was that movie in Hollywood, Anderson? That movie blew. And what was the kid's name that was on the drugs or whatever, and he died, he OD'd on heroin or something like this?
Alfred Gorgetti?
Yeah, it was just that movie. What was the name of the movie?
Where They Takes You?
It just sucked. I hated it. It was so depressing. Anyway, Jerry, what do you got? Ray Miller? Nothing like going up to a guy. You've lost 7 in a row. How do you feel? I feel great. Why not talk to guys that are winning like 10 in a row? Why not talk to David Cohn? Because he'll give you great quotes all night. Why do I have to hear from poor losers? Once upon a time, there was a first baseman that wore a helmet when he played first base, and his name was John Olean. He hits big. Hell, he hitting like 350 right now, you little crapper. Now don't be waking me up tonight when I'm sleeping, because I'm going to drink 12 beers. Hey, stop that crying now. Oh, what do you? Here, turn on the fan and let him listen to the fan and keep the damn kid up all night. Let Beningo do it. I want him to wake him up all night. I got to go out. I'm on my way. Come on, baby. We're going to San Jose. Let's go. Come on. I'll never pay him again. No, he's just... it's like a 5-day-a-week suspension, permanent vacation type thing with a... Max, you gonna play something off of that? Permanent vacation off of Aerosmith or something like that? Loving the Ferrall-a-footage, loving it up when she's going down. Here's what we got for you. Oh, by the way, Anderson cannot spell or write. Or read.
He's an idiot.
We found out today that he does none of the above. I don't even care if they're stuck. Wouldn't it be great, though, like a movie of like 13 300-pounders stuck in an elevator doing each other? Like it is, Jason.
No, she probably supported me the most.
She probably kicked your ass. She probably gave you one of those shoulder, like, shots where it hits the bone. An elevator. Steelers, 13 fat asses stuck in an elevator. In a Ramada. Giving each other Hummers. Can you imagine a porno movie with, like, 13 NFL players stuck in a freaking elevator going off with one another? Jerry Coleman has been known to attack people in elevators.
Find out more details about this.
Anderson does nothing but,
start trouble.
Well, he does a good-looking chick, that's it. That's all.
That's nice.
But that's all he's got going for him. He lies, he blows us off, he's unloyal, he's uncommitted, he's a drunk, he's a drug addict, he is, he's ugly. He's got all kinds of jewelry on that we're unaccustomed to.
You got a lot of jewelry on that,
I don't want to hear from you.
He sounds like a likable fellow.
No, you just don't go on my frickin' gig unless appointed by the brethren. I mean, Brett, would you smack him? Smack him.
I felt that smack over here, Scott.
I haven't even done it yet. Oh, there it was.
Ow.
Drinking Alabama whiskey. Hell yeah. She grew up in
Indiana town, giving Hoosier Hummers all around town.
Tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on the
Indiana 9. Ba-bum-ba-bum-ba. Who's your mama? Who's your daddy? Started not liking it.
Here's the thing, man. It's not just Randy Moss this year. Johnson off the line, man. They've been together 3, 4, 5 years. We got some big hogs up there.
You'll be all right, but your family will get all the money, right?
Huh?
Dude, he was just blowing up, and I just won't put up with it. But, I mean, God bless you anyway, dude. Dave Matthews. Do you have, when I was catching that big Hassa yellowtail off of Malibu, and it jumped back in the water and got away, and I cussed?
Why isn't there hair in your crack? I don't want to be even involved in your hairy crack.
Damn fish. Why?
Best hospitality you'll ever have. You light up a cigarette, they'll be in your face with a lighter. Lighten it up for you.
They, now this place that I'm going to has a full wait staff that 24 hours. They're at my whim. They like, they hand me beers in my pool. And martinis. Naked chicks. I mean, that is just something else. Steve, I'd rather talk about that than the Vikings, frankly.
Start over.
This
Ouch!
is Ferrall on the bench.